Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. This is part of our library orientation video series. Today will be the library orientation itself. My name is Keelavia. I'm the campus librarian here and I'm happy to take you on this journey today. So let's go ahead and jump in. So our first section is visit the library. So a little about the library. We are known as the Nelson AIC Library and also Dorothy Cummings Library, or even just the library. So there's a variety of names that you will hear on campus. Each of those refer to the place that we are discussing today. And so we exist to help you academically succeed. That's why the library's here. And so we provide a variety of study spaces, resources, services, events, just to enhance your grades, of course, but also to enhance your overall experience here at Nelson AIC. In terms of our hours, our semester hours are always going to be posted on our front window, right here, where you'll see in this picture, and also on our website. So the hours tend to change every single semester, which is why I'm not including them within the video itself. But there are some things that are consistent. For example, we're always closed during chapel, school breaks, and weekends. And we do have extended hours that are available when we're leading up to finals week. So in terms of the library itself, there is a video that you can watch that's going to be a library tour where I'm walking through the space and you can see everything more extensively. But for this, we'll just look at pictures and discuss just a description of each space. So central, this is our group study zone, and this is what you're going to see whenever you first walk into the library doors. Within the group study zone, this is what you would think of like a coffee shop environment. So this is going to be like moderate voices. There's not going to be anything too crazy going on in here, of course, since we're in a library. But this is going to be a space where if you're wanting to work in a group, this is the perfect space for you. I've got big study tables available, as you can see in the picture, that can seat 4 people at once. We also have our circulation desk or our help desk, which will be right when you walk in the door. There's always going to be somebody there who you can ask for assistance with all kinds of things. And we'll get into that here in a bit. We have computers that are available for you to use for free on site, and then we also have free printing. You can print from those computers that we offer, or you can print directly air printing, like via your phone, tablet, or laptop. In terms of the different resources that are available in this room, we have textbooks. Now, I don't have every single textbook that we have for every class. I have just some textbooks. And if you're not able to afford your textbook, come and look at my textbook collection. It's right back here, right by the chalkboard walls, and you can see if we have what you need. Now, the textbooks have to stay in the library because there's a lot of students who need to use them. And that's the same for the reference books, which are all these books over here. These are books that are heavily used, and so we keep them in the library. We don't let anyone borrow them, just so that they're always available for everyone who needs them. One other collection that we have in this room is our library of things. These include items like chargers, board games, things like that, just that are a little different than what you might think of in a library. We do have more than just books. In Central, we also have our school archive, which is school history. So you can take a look at the different artifacts, different yearbooks, different photos, different things that we have for our school history. And then finally, we have stress busters. So in this picture, you can see I've got some chalkboard walls. We normally have prompts that you can respond to. And I also have a community jigsaw puzzle. So moving to our next room, our east wing, this is our quiet study zone. And so our quiet study zone is going to be like the whisper kind of low volume tones. And this is perfect for small groups. As you can see, there's not a lot of seats in this room. It's more off to the side. And within this space, we have our special collections. So we have Native American books. We have books for authentic Christianity. So if you were in that class and you're doing the book report, this is the room where you'll go, and you can actually see them here in this picture. These are the books you would choose from for your book report. And then we also have a Read for Fun collection. So if you just want to take a brain break and read something for fun, we have books for adults, youth, and kids that are for fun. Then we have our West Wing, and our West Wing is our silent study zone. So when you think of a traditional library space, this is what you're going to probably think of. So this is the space where there's no talking, it's totally silent. This is really perfect for you if you just need to work by yourself or really get in the zone. In this space, we also have a one-person study room that you can reserve, and if there's nobody that's reserved it, you can just walk right in and use it. This space also has our general collection, which is just our books for all classes, and these are ones that you can take home with you. Finally, we have our upper room, and so this is the largest classroom on campus. It's also a meeting room. You'll have study hall in here, and there's also a variety of events that take place. So to get here, you'll enter through the outside door that faces the Gannon dormitory. So it's like to the left of this picture here. There's an exterior door that mirrors this one over here. That's how you'll come in and out of that space. And this can be rented out for meetings and events. So if you need to use it, if you have something important coming up, come visit us at the front desk and we can find out if it's available for you to use. In terms of library services, so we've got a lot of things that we offer in addition just to the resources that are on the shelf. We have computers, like I mentioned before, and free printing. We have charging stations, so almost every single table or desk has access to a place where you can charge your devices. Our computers have Bible software, so if you're taking a Bible class and you need Accordance, Logos, you can come to the library and use those things without having to pay for your own copy. We also have whiteboards available for study sessions. We have one in our central room and also in the study room in the West Wing. Of course, we also will offer assistance from library staff. So whenever you need assistance with library resources, services, citation, research, whatever it is, come visit us at the front desk. This, as you see, is what the front desk looks like. And then you can borrow books from other libraries. So if we don't have what you need, we can get it from another library for you. So don't be afraid to ask. We have two different collections. The first is our print collection, and then we have a digital collection as well. So our print collection is going to be everything that's physically on campus. Those are the print books. That's the library of things, all those different items that we offer. And so what that looks like when you search in our print collection, this is what that's going to look like. So just on the homepage, you can see things like our most popular books and our most popular items, and you can search for whatever you'd like to look for. Like I'll just look up Bible, and you can see the different types of books and items that we have available related to that subject. If it's overwhelming, we're happy to help you narrow down to what you need at the front desk. In terms of the digital library resources, that's going to be here. That QR code is going to take you here. And you'll see this is the place where you can search all digital formats. So we have articles, ebooks, journals, videos. We have subject guides that you can use depending on what type of subject you're researching. And we even have guides that will direct you to library resources for the particular class that you're in. For more advanced research, we have databases, which is pretty much like an academic website that helps you find articles, ebooks, videos related to the particular subject that you're researching. So this is really the hub where you'll go for things like that. So if you want to just relax in the library, we offer that too. As I mentioned before, we have a community puzzle, and these are three of the students who love to do it. We also have chalkboard walls, which you'll see behind them. I have several different reading nooks throughout the library if you just want to settle into a nice comfy chair. And then I also have free library events that will be announced throughout the semester. So in terms of library policies, so in terms of noise, no matter where you choose to study, we ask that you keep the library quiet and orderly for the benefit of all users. In terms of conduct, we are a Christian campus, so always represent Christ by keeping your speech and behavior appropriate. In terms of phone and device use, of course, be respectful of others while you're using your devices. We are in a library. People are trying to study. So wear headphones, and if you ever have an extended phone call, take that outside. For food and drink, we ask that you have quiet, odorless snacks and drinks with lids only, no meals. And then, of course, clean up after yourself. And then if you'd like to use any of the resources, visit the front desk to borrow or return. In terms of the digital library, that's all done online. You don't have to visit the library for that, just for the print resources. Now, if you want to borrow books from the library, you can have up to 10 books at a time, and you can borrow books for up to 6 weeks. Now, if the 6 weeks are up and you need them longer, let us know. We can give you until the end of the semester if no one else needs it after you. Now, there are some books that can't be taken from the library, such as textbooks, reference materials, archival materials. So just let us know what you need and we can work with you and let you know what has to stay and what can go. And we don't have overdue fees, so if you return something late, you won't be charged. However, we do ask that you return your books on time because there might be somebody else who needs that for their assignment. However, you might be charged if you have a lost or damaged book or if you don't return your book at the end of the semester. So just keep those in mind. If you want to borrow items from the library of things, so we have 3 different time frames depending on the item. So there's some things that you can borrow only for today, only for same day, which is like chargers, calculators, headphones, flash drives, things of that nature. Now, if you want to borrow a game, puzzle, coloring, or a whiteboard, you can have that for 1 week. And then for 2 weeks, you can have things like our knitting kit, floor bikes, and our portable DVD player. And we might be adding more items from the time that I make this. So if you're not sure, you can just ask. With all of these items, we ask that you borrow them at the front desk before you use them. Even if you plan to use them in the library, make sure that you borrow them from us first. Handle with care, of course, and return all items on time, especially with these because there's normally going to be a line of people waiting to get them next. And if you get a game, we ask that all games are played outside of the library, just because we need to maintain that proper study environment. But if you don't have a place to play outside the library, you can join us. We'll have a weekly game hour each semester. Okay, so as far as tutorials, visit the front desk to do a lot of things. You can visit us to borrow a resource, return a resource. To renew a resource means to keep it longer than the original due date. Like my 6 weeks are up, I need it longer. Come visit us, let us know. We can extend that for you. Now, if you can also request a reserve or a hold at the front desk, which means that you get next in line for something that somebody's already borrowing. And then finally, at the front desk, we're happy to help you with research, we're happy to help you with printing, finding resources, anything of that kind. And we also have library FAQs, so if there's something that isn't answered here or maybe we're closed, you can take a look at that. This is where that is going to lead you. We've got over 50 questions available that you can view at any time to get the answers you need. And before you go, we have different social media. We have Facebook and Instagram that we would love if you would follow us. And then this link at the bottom is our website. And so I showed the website with the digital library resources, but we have a ton of other things on there as well that could be helpful for you. Finally, if you need to contact me, this is my information. Again, my name is Keela Vita. I'm the campus librarian. My office is here in the library in the central room, or I'll be at the front desk. So I'm really happy to help you. I hope that this is just a brief overview of the library that just gives you an idea of what to expect the first time you arrive. So I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to watch any of our other library orientation videos. And thanks for joining. Have a great day.